Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon again, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Spilling Tea. I'm your host, Tiffany Daniels. We are going back to that horrible world known as the JRC, but before we do the usual disclaimers, if you are unfamiliar with the Stop the Shocks campaign or the campaign against the troubled teen industry, you're going to find all the pertinent links right there in the description box. Please, in particular, take note of the article written by NeuroClastic, a small non for profit started by autistics for autistics. In it, they interviewed over 900 ABA professionals in regards to the JRC's so called behavior modification program. Judge Rotenberg Educational Center doesn't want you to read that article so much. They threatened NeuroClastic with a defamation lawsuit if they did not remove it from the website. NeuroClastic refused, so you know the drill. Please read the article, share it on all your social media. Also included in there is NeuroClastic's public statement in regards to the defamation lawsuit threat, as well as a link to their GoFundMe. We are crowdfunding just in case the JRC ever actually does see through with their threat. All right, folks, trigger warning 1. When we discuss places like the Judge Rotenberg Educational Center or Agape Boarding School for Boys, you're going to hear vivid descriptions of and catch clips of surveillance footage of people with mental health issues and disabled people being tortured and abused. If you got young children present, please go ahead and use your Fed phones. Trigger warning 2, this channel is marked not for kids for a reason. We use profanity on occasion and speak on dark subjects. If your child is 16 and younger and they are watching this, very obviously parental supervision is advised, alright? Okay, so on to the next comment. A comment argues that the ESD shock is applied to help residents identify their dangerous behaviors for the purposes of reducing frequency of that behavior. Oh, Jesus Christ. Allow me to explain this to you all like you're 5. We are well aware of the fact that some of our behaviors are dangerous. Thank you very much, Karen. All right? We are aware. Okay? Knowing that it's dangerous, it's not going to stop shit. Because guess what? All that logic, all that head knowledge of why aggressive behavior or self abuse that is usually there has gone out the window. Okay? That's a meltdown. There is no controlling yourself when you are in meltdown, kids. There is no pulling yourself out of it. You literally just have to let it burn out of you. And then continue from there. All right? We don't need to be tortured or abused in order to understand that some of the behaviors we engage in are dangerous. We don't like melting down, Karen. That's the not so fun side of our diagnosis that not a single one of us signs up for. Right? We are intelligent folks. Yes, even the nonverbals for people who want to start that crap again. We know that they are not great behaviors. You need to understand that by the time we've hit meltdown, there is no jolting us out of it. Okay? That's called going beyond the point of return. Okay? As residents learn to identify and control their dangerous behaviors, the number of the shocks decreases. Again, what is it teaching him to do? Mask. What do we know about masks, kids? That eventually you're going to break character. Nobody can be in character for too long a period of time. It's because the mental energy and focus that it takes to mask for that long is soul deep exhausting. Okay? And it does get to the point where we are just so exhausted we can't anymore. So those behaviors start cropping back up. Right? And what happens? We've learned nothing and we go back to the freaking bug zapper for humans. Right? Yeah. Just saying. The comment asserts that for a significant portion of JRC residents, the duration of effects from ESDs for SIB or AB is lasting as demonstrated by the numerous residents who have been transitioned or faded off the GED and no longer manifest SIB or AB. I call bullshit. I call bullshit. Because we know that one of the incidents, the one where 2 residents were shocked over 71 times over a prank call, we know that that staff, without any question, would put anyone who used to be on the GED device but have been faded off because they could pretend to be neurotypical long enough to satisfy them. But guess what? They put those kids, in spite of the fact that they had been faded off the device, right back on them and tortured them over and over and over again. All right? You cannot tell me, you cannot point to me to a singular person that the JRC has paraded in front of us like show ponies. You cannot point me to a single one of them that doesn't end back up on the device at some point. Right? And even for those who managed to mask long enough until they could quote unquote so called graduate, even then, you think that mask's not going to break? Because it will, kids. I know. I've been there on multiple occasions. All right. So, in actuality, nothing changed. The immediate change had no long lasting effects. The JRC has yet to prove that a singular person has been able to be faded off the device completely and never need to be put into any type of device ever again. They can't, folks, because it would be a lie. All right. So, that being the case, folks, we're going to go ahead and close out for this one. We don't get very many views on this channel. The few we do get do tend to get removed from time to time. So please, folks, don't forget to hit the like button, hit subscribe, and don't forget to hit the comments. I appreciate your time. And as always, folks, we here at Spilling Tea hope you have a good one. I'll see you in a minute. Bye bye, everyone.